Welcome to another Dynamax and Chill video. It's been a while since I've done this. I've just been doing the try not to laugh videos for fun, and then I just haven't played Shield in a long time. And then I was like, I had this idea, alright? The favorite Pokemon picker. I've done this for like 10 years now. This website came out so long ago, but I do it every like at least once a year to just see how my Pokemon taste has changed. So, my idea, I think I'm including all gens and all forms, except for aesthetic and gender differences. Well, maybe I'll do aesthetic, I don't know. But right now there's 12, you can barely see that, 1,277, including these regional variants and forms and megas and stuff. I was thinking, over how many videos this is gonna take, we'll do my favorite Pokemon in complete order for all Pokemon. So like today we might get like to my top 20 or something. It takes a long time to whittle down this first every Pokemon batch though. So I'll talk about how it works when I start it. But let's just do a Dynamax venture. It's been a long time. 64 again. 64 is, I think, the correct number for Groudon. I don't even care anymore specifically because we're just sticking with it. I have not done Dynamax adventures besides these types of videos, like all year basically. So that's crazy. Let's see. First, we pick where we go here, and then I decide whatever I'm doing next. Let's just go to the left. It looks a lot better. Okay. So how this works, let me just look again. Regional, we can do shiny mode some other day, but this is gonna take a while if I'm gonna do every Pokemon. I kind of want to because that sounds really funny and really cool now. So regional variants, other alternate forms. I can't even think of an example. Mega evolutions, Gigantamax, other battle transformations like Ash Greninja is like an example of that. The only thing is aesthetic variants takes it to 1440. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I can't be that specific. We're not doing aesthetic. We're doing 1277. So, thank you, Starmie. This is a site where they show you a batch of, right now I have a batch of 20 Pokemon at a time. You pick your favorites of this batch, and then all the other Pokemon you don't pick are now behind that Pokemon, so I won't see them again until I pick this one, for example. If I pick Aegislash, I won't see anything else until I pick Aegislash someday. You do all of that until you get to 1. When you get your first favorite, things get a lot easier, because then you just see, like, the last 10 you just picked, and then you can whittle it down from there. But this first video is going to be me getting to our top favorite. I did just do this on Twitch like a month ago, but we're gonna redo it for the authenticity. We're gonna see this. It's October, technically October 2nd, October 1st, but midnight. So we're gonna see if anything's changed. It's been 4 minutes. I've been talking too much already. I don't even know how long we're gonna want these videos to go, because if I know me, I know I can talk and be persistent for a long time. We'll see what happens. So off the bat already, it's kind of hard for me to limit myself for some batches, but this one looks fairly simple. I'm picking Pecharunt because it's become one of my favorite mythicals of all time already. And then I'm picking Dracovish because before everyone ruined it by being competitive with it, even though it is good, I was immediately obsessed with Dracovish. So, and then I pick those two. I think that's all I'm gonna pick. Yeah. Spectrier. See, like, this is what I mean. There's Arceus. There's Dragon type Arceus here. Sure. Like, I kind of like that idea, but sure. Like, it also makes it a lot longer. Like Gorging Cramorant. Okay. Let's go Butterfree. I forgot about the Dynamax part. This is I like this series. I really want to do this series more. The Try Not to Laugh videos are so different from what I normally do that they became like so much like, easier for me to do, to be honest. But anyway, Simisage. I'm a Simisage fan. I'm a Simipore. Oh my gosh, I'm a Simipore fan. I'm not a Simisear fan. But I'm picking Simisage here. I usually don't go for, like, I have not Final Evolution. I have every evolution in, like, a line, for example, but I usually just only go for the last one anyway. It depends. I think, again, I'm only picking 2, which is, like, impressive for me, because normally I'd pick, like, 5. I almost want to pick Dusclops. I'll do it. When you do this first thing, like I said, you won't see Dusclops for another, like, forever, so I'm just gonna pick what I want in the beginning. Let's see. Mega Metagross here is funny, and there's regular Cramorant. I hate Mega Sharpedo, fun fact. I think it is ugly, and I love Sharpedo normally, so that's, it just, I don't like looking at it. Umbreon, speaking of Tapu Lele, it became my favorite Tapu because of when I shiny hunted it and then used it in the RBL. Shout out to anyone here who saw the RBL back in the day. My viewer on Twitch, my Twitch mods even, Clodsire is gonna appreciate that I like Clodsire mainly because of him now, and then Drifloon. Favorite, this might be my favorite first stage Pokemon besides, spoiler alert, Pumpkaboo. So we're doing that. Druddigon? I wish Druddigon got some more love in some way. If it got, like, I don't even know if it should get an evolution, but Duraludon did. Why not? And then also, just because it's right next to me, Iron Shreds? Of all Pokemon they made 2 really awesome forms of, I love that they chose Donphan. That might be it. I'm thinking Hisuian Typhlosion, and that's what I'm going with for this group. Victini maybe, but I just don't have that connection, like using it in teams or anything. Torterra, oh, this is a bad group. This is a bad group in the best way possible. Torterra, I love all 3 Sinnoh starters basically evenly. It's my favorite trio of starters. Electivire might be my favorite electric type of all time still. Let's see. I'm not even gonna max. Golem, I'm a sucker for Golem. It's like one of, like, it's probably the Pokemon with the most nostalgia factor, because, like, other Kanto Pokemon I genuinely still like a lot. But Golem, I love just because of how much I loved it as a kid, too. Cranidos, yes, the baby, because that's my favorite fossil. That's my favorite fossil right there. Espeon, there's a lot in this group, I'm not gonna lie. Espeon's my favorite evolution to this day. That's probably not gonna, please, Butterfree. Cinema. I mean, what? Titan. This group is crazy. Titan's one of my favorite Paldea Pokemon. Magmar, yes, Magmar. Agree with me if you want. If you agree with me, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The Elekid and Magby lines are 2 of the most perfect lines of Pokemon in my opinion, and Blacephalon. Part of me wants to pick Zigzagoon. That's purely nostalgia. If you've played Pokemon Coliseum and XD, they're like the equivalent of Route 1 trainer Pokemon. But I'm not going to do it. Sorry, Zigzagoon. Is this electric? That looks so weird. Weezing? Weezing's one of those nostalgic Pokemon. Coughing? Hold on. Are we going to lose? Are you serious? Okay, no, those are only our 2... Okay, good. No one else... Oh, I used the wrong move. Hold on. I'm being extra because, speaking of Weezing, Coughing's right there. Like, I love Coughing and Weezing, which is a crazy sentence to say. We're probably gonna lose this. Defense Deoxys. I'm just gonna go for regular Deoxys. I don't want to have multiple of the same Pokemon unless I really, really, like, mean it. But I just love Deoxys, so I'll pick the regular one. Lugia, surprisingly, not that I don't like it, but it's not way up in my favorites. Galarian Zapdos is, though. Amazing orange electric, or not electric anymore, fighting ostrich. That is just great. They made a move called Thunderous Kick. I don't need to say any more than that. No, sorry Bidoof fans. Sorry, I just think of this one specific streaming friend every time. Sorry, Sogmonkey, if you're watching this. I love Bidoof, but I can't be as big of a fan as you. Rampardos, my genuinely still favorite final evolution fossil. That was too long of a sentence. Huntail, I love Huntail. The Clamperl family is way underappreciated. I got crit. That's not good. What am I even doing? I need to like sit back more. I could just go Black Kyurem, and I will. Also, great, I can Dynamax, lovely. I think that's it for this group. Now watch when I pick this. I know you can barely see still. We're at 1,162. This first video is gonna be a long one. Maybe. I'm not going kind of fast, but I was going really slow sometimes when I do this. Vespiquen. This is I became such a big Vespiquen fan when I still don't like bugs in real life a lot, but when I appreciate designs at least for Pokemon that are bugs. Like Pinsir. I love Pinsir. Not speaking of Pinsir, when we get there. Miss Magius is this is gonna be top 10. Probably always. Basculegion, genuinely the best way they could have evolved Basculin. I don't know how they thought of that. How did they think of just make it big and dead? And Ho-Oh? Oh my gosh. And Thundurus. Let me just check this. It's been a while since I've seen a Dynamax shiny. Like I was saying, we haven't got a shiny in any of these videos, even though it's been 3? I think this is only the 3rd video. Butterfree, Xatu. Alright, none of those are shiny. We'll just do this. But yeah, Thundurus is my favorite of the genies by far. Ho-Oh is one of my favorite box art legendaries of all time. I think there's one more Pokemon I'm picking. If you're watching this, and what am I even saying? Why am I wording it like that? Take a second before I choose it to guess what Pokemon on this page I'm picking, because you might not expect it. Emolga, perfect. Yes, I love the ice cream Pokemon. If you don't like Vanillux just because of its design, I don't like you as much as other people. Listen, I'm not gonna judge you on one decision, but that's not a good decision in my opinion. Ghost Ice. Ground and flying is actually crazy. What is that water type? I should look on my big screen, but I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna go with my gut and go Ghost. No, I'm going Ice. No, that's Vanilla. I'm going Ghost. That's Mimikyu, I think. Whatever. Next page. Probopass. Big nose, not even joking. Regice? Regice. I say Regice out of habit, but I want to say Regice because I don't know why it isn't Regice. Technically, I don't know how they would have spelled that out, but still. I don't like this Tornadus because of this reason, if you can like zoom in on that if you want, but I'm not even gonna explain it. Might as well use my electric moves now. Magmortar, same thing. I'm gonna pick Electabuzz, like same thing as Electivire. Alright, here's a couple crazy ones. Okie dokie. I was so weirded out by the what are they even called? Aren't they called like the Loyal 3 or something? I was so weirded out by all of them. Pheasantipity was my favorite at first, but then I don't like it as much because it's not a flying type. I shouldn't just like, oh, it should be this type. Like, I literally tell people that about Graplocked and it not being water type. I'm like, it's a Pokemon. They're like random monster creatures. Who cares? But Pheasantipity should be flying. But then Okie dokie became something special. I don't even know why. And then, oh my gosh, I'm ranting way too much for what this series is gonna be. This mini series inside it. Listen, just because my Dynamax and Chill has become also the Matte Flame Iceberg, and now also ranking every Pokemon ever, it doesn't mean that Dynamax and Chill isn't still its own thing, alright? This is Dynamax and Chill. But Crabominable, quick story. Not even quick story, just quick sentence. Was one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. I hated it because of how hideous it was. And I knew it was supposed to be like a big, abominable, ugly thing. But somehow, around like like halfway through the like Sword and Shield phase, like so halfway through like Gen 8, I don't even know what snapped. I just loved it all of a sudden. I don't understand. It is the only Pokemon to this day that flipped like that for me. I still don't like Aromatisse, spoilers. I still don't like Delphox, but Mega Delphox is good. Spoilers. I keep saying spoilers. And so on and so forth. I'm already talking too much. Mega Charizard X. Best Mega, maybe? Probably? There's one more that... Oh, Bayonet. I love Mega Bayonet. Sorry, Mega Gengar. This Mimikyu's taking forever. I feel like we're already gonna lose. Dodrio? That's not Dodrio. Dodrio? I didn't even like it as much as I do now when I was a kid. But now I love it. It's crazy. I love it so much now. Wailord? You gotta admit, Wailord is just peak design. Chandelure? I think that's... Ultra Necrozma here is crazy. Can you even... I'm so absent-minded on specific details. Can you even have Ultra Necrozma? Isn't this like Eternamax Eternatus, where you can't actually have it in your party ever? Anyway, I'm picking Weavile. Alright, there. Whatever. I'm talking way too much, like I said. We finally beat Mimikyu. I'm just gonna wait for regular Mimikyu. Like I said, I know I picked like other forms on purpose, but I just don't want to pick certain ones. Spiritomb is an insanely good design. I think we should go flying. That's Xatu again. I'm getting that shiny Xatu. Something else that grew on me is Overquill. It's so good. The name I immediately loved, but I didn't like it as much as I do now. I love it. I love getting hiccups during videos. Unedited videos especially. Alright. We're an unedited channel. Who even... what? Do we even need edits? I'm crazy enough to not even need edits anymore. This group kinda... I don't know about this one. Except for Hitmonchan, I did not see my boy. Hitmontop is gonna be up there, but Hitmonchan has skyrocketed since Sword and Shield. It's insane. I don't know why I like it. This is something for Smash Bros too, but I just like big, like punchy guy, like just punching. Like when a guy or when a character is just punching, it's my favorite thing. Like it's just funny. Like literally Donkey Kong. Whatever. Anyway, Delibird, Santa, Exeggutor. I'm probably gonna end up picking a Alolan Exeggutor too, but it's a funny tree. It's just a funny tree. And I think that's that's it. Fortress, Eternatus. That wasn't even like foreshadowing when I said Eternatus. I just happened to see Ultra Necrozma first. I love Eternatus. I just love that there's something that isn't an object. Like as in, if it looked like an object, that's an object Pokemon. But it doesn't even look like an object. It just doesn't look like anything. It's just a thing. Like, it's just a bunch of lines. And for some reason, I love it. I'm also picking Melmetal. This Arceus is crazy. It's ice. And fire. Fire and ice? Oh, that's fighting, whatever. Oh, I see a good one. Melmetal's sick though. It honestly, I'm sorry, but it's basically cool Registeel. Sorry, I like Registeel. It's cooler Registeel. And has a little baby Meltan cute thing. Hoopa Unbound though. Hoopa Unbound? This is crazy. I don't like little ugly little baby Hoopa, but Hoopa Unbound? I wish this was its own thing. It's crazy. I think I'm good. I picked Weavile, so I kind of want to pick Glalie. Sure, I'll just go with my gut and just pick things. Like I said, I'm not gonna see these other Pokemon for a long time. I guess I like Emboar enough. Whatever. I like the firefighting starters. Call me crazy. I love all three of them. 3? Yeah. Armarouge. It's crazy that I don't like Ceruledge. Literally, Ghost and Fire are my top 2 types, and every other Ghost Fire type I love. I don't not like Ceruledge, but I love Armarouge more. That might be the... There's Coughing, but like... Actually, no, I'm picking Coughing. And Furret. Come on. Who doesn't like Furret? Not even like an overrated thing. Not even the meme. I just love Furret. I used to like Shedinja more. I just don't like it as much because it's just so specific. And like... There's a part of me that like it has to be somewhat usable in Pokemon. Like I don't even want to use it in a fun playthrough. And then Mr. Rhyme. I just appreciate Mr. Rhyme. But I'm not going to pick him. I just appreciate him. Alright. This is going to be crazy. Well, first of all, Alolan Muck. I love Alolan Muck. Great design. Staraptor, great Pokemon. Besides that, these two are going to be crazy. Wartortle. I love Blastoise, but Wartortle... If you've seen the beta evolution... There was a beta evolution for Wartortle that would like because apparently Squirtle wasn't gonna be a starter or something like that. I think hold on, I'm mixing everything up. I think Wartortle was its own thing or something like that, or at least if Squirtle wasn't a starter or whatever. All I remember specifically is that Wartortle had its own evolution that wasn't Blastoise, and it actually like made use of this giant wave tail. And when I like realized how different Wartortle is, I love it so much now. And Mime Jr. This is crazy, but I think still it's my favorite baby Pokemon. Actually, not even close even. Not even close. Again, this is gonna be a long... I might need to like not even finish this first phase of this before like 3 videos from that. Whatever, you know what I mean. Mega Swampert, big punchy thing. I still am sad that like a month ago or something, I saw an MJTV video because I love Mikey's videos, but he was talking about I think he was talking about Megas or starters, one of the two, obviously, because you know. And he said Mega Swampert's ugly. Like, that is not nice. I like it. And I like Poliwar. These are literally 2 water-type punching things. Lunala, Torracat, my favorite box art legendary, and one of my favorite starters because I hate Incineroar. I only have so many little things around my desk that I can pick up, but Torracat's one of them. Are we gonna lose again? I know Groudon's not the easiest thing to beat, but like we've done a couple. Whatever. I'm gonna do Primal Groudon. I'm gonna do Swalot. Not even a joke. It's a funny guy. There's something about like Alolan Muck and Swalot and like blobby things. And yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Mega Rayquaza is crazy. I don't feel like picking it. Like, it's not as nostalgic because this was like its own separate thing when it came out. Like, it wasn't like everyone was talking about it, obviously. Bastiodon? Eh. Lumineon, though. I pride myself. I'm proud to be the only Lumineon fan on the planet. I don't care. It's a pretty fish. That's literally all I care about in a fish. That doesn't make any sense. Raichu? Mega Raichu X. Mega Raichu Y is trash. I'm sorry, it looks like Pikachu. I don't even care if that's the point. Like, people are like, oh, it's almost like it evolves from it. If Mega Sharpedo looked like a Carvana, would you be happy? Like, that doesn't make me feel good. I don't like that. I actually don't like this concept, or that concept. I'm not even looking at it. And Kling Kling. Just like Vanillux. If you don't like it, And also one of my least favorite Pokemons here. Hey, look, regular Hoopa. Okay, anyway. Registeel, more like... These two, how are Gyarados and Mega Gyarados next to each other? Spoiler, I'm picking Gyarados. I need to stop saying spoiler. Infernape, because like I said, I'm picking all three Sinnoh starters. They're my favorite trio. Garganical. This was on my first champion Paldea team. First? There's only like... You basically only have one, because after that, it's like the tournament thing. Don't say anything about this. I genuinely like Lopunny, alright? It was my first, like, dedicated shiny hunt, because my friend... The first actual shiny hunting I did was SOS in Alola, and I did Baniri as my first shiny hunt. So I don't care. You can say what you want. I mean, oh, what am I talking? Why would you say anything? It's a normal decision. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, this is sick. Dark type Arceus might just... I'm just gonna pick Dark type Arceus. Just because it looks sick. And that's gonna be the Arceus I pick. And that rhymed. I know I talked about big punching things, but I was never a huge Machamp fan. I'm more of a fan of it now. Mamoswine, though, is sick. Big Mammoth. I love elephants. Granbull. For some reason, Granbull's like Hitmonchan. I just am on a Granbull phase. I'm on a Granbull Hitmonchan phase. I just don't maybe it's because they gave it Fairy, so it's a lot funnier now. I almost want... You know what? Like I said, I'm just going to pick a bunch of stuff, so I don't miss out on them. And then... You know, I actually liked Loudred as a kid more than Exploud, because Exploud's kind of hideous. My favorite Pokemon of all time? This is actually a spoiler if you don't know me already. Gliscor is going to be #1 again. It is almost undefeated, as in, like, Pokemon have come close to it, but nothing has beat Gliscor since I was like 15 and stopped liking Charizard obsessively. Anyway, we didn't even beat Groudon again. That's just lovely. Honestly, it's here for my background music, alright? And this is also almost 28 minutes. I don't know how long. I don't think it should be this... I feel like I should stop already. This site, like, saves your, like, progress with, like, your browser, so, like, I'm fine with just closing this. It's not, like, gonna... It doesn't, like, do anything. It doesn't affect it. Why? You know what? Why do I even care? Who cares? This is a weird page. My child over here, Cubone, is like one of the most nostalgia baby or first stage Pokemon. Really weird thing. Really weird thing. Hold on. Obviously you see what I'm doing, but what is that water type? Oh, it's Slowbro. I can go for Slowbro. Sure. As a kid, I loved Shelgon. Even as a kid, I loved it, but now I just love it still. There's something about it being spherical. There is something weird I have with spherical things. And... Carnivine. That's literally all I have to say about it. And I'm maxing. I'm totally... There's some meme with that, right? Whatever. Wo-Chien reaction. This is a really bad page. Sorry, page. Like, you know what's bad when I want to pick Pichu, even though it's already here? Like, Pichu has, like, ironically become one of my favorite, or one of my, like, Twitch mascots because we have it as emotes. I'll just pick Pichu. I'm picking Shelder. I'm not even joking. I like Shelder. And I love its shiny because it's just bright orange. Snorlax. It's Snorlax. Come on, you have to give me that. 940. We're getting there. I'm just gonna keep going for as long as I feel like. Who, again, if you're here, I appreciate you, because I'm just vibing, and I hope that you enjoy vibing also. Mousehold? I don't even believe how much I love Mousehold now. I'm not a huge fan, or I've never been a huge fan of, like, Pokemon that are multiple Pokemon. Like, I didn't like Phalanx. I actually really didn't like it at first. Now I'm just a sucker for them. I don't understand. This is like Crabominable, except it's like a genre, not just one thing. So, like, I love Mousehold. I like Fire Tauros. Like, I know I like Fire Tauros, but I think I'm actually going to pick Dubwool also. Love Dubwool because I also love Wooloo. And I already picked Poliwrath. I like Poliwrath the most, so I'm just going to leave it there. Meltan? What in the world is this? Is there even one I want to pick? If there's really nothing I want to pick, I can pass and do another batch. I genuinely think this is like the first passable batch I've seen. Like, I could pick Maractus or Starmie, maybe? Or, oh, Purugly. Not even a joke, even though I keep saying that. Purugly, I like it. You know what? I like Mudsdale too. Alright, there, it's good enough. We obviously will not go electric. If I go... Yeah, I'll go bug after that. Alright, beware time. They did my boy Aggron so dirty. I love Aggron. So this is disgusting. I'm sorry. Like, it's not like the worst thing, but it's just not good. Fluttermane? I thought that was gonna be louder. You saw earlier that I picked Mismagius. Before that was even a thing, I already loved Mischievous as one of my favorite Pokemon of all time as a kid. It's also mainly Coliseum nostalgia, but I still love it. So when they made Fluttermane, I was flabbergasted. I was completely Speckledorfed. Like, top tier Pokemon. Gengar, Victory Bell. Still hate the Mega. That's not gonna change. And Ghastly. Love the whole Ghastly family, except for the... Actually, I like the Mega. It's just that I like the Gigantamax more. Alright. Skeledirge. Third favorite Pokemon of all time, probably. Galarian Moltres. I talked about Galarian Zapdos, but I was floored by Galarian Moltres. This is one of the sickest designs of all time. It's just the nostalgia factor compared to other Pokemon, why it won't be number one. It is amazing, though. And... I want to do Gigantamax Kingler. Funny enough, I want to do Porygon 2. I don't know why I said funny enough. I didn't even explain anything. And I want to do Pirouette Meloetta, but this is literally out of nostalgia. Because, like, it was one of the first, like, form-changing things, and it was mythical, and, like, it was music-based. I love music. You know, I'll do it. I've already given myself enough reasons. Gorbis, but I'm not gonna pick it. Sorry, Gorbis. Are you kidding me? Thanks, Slowbro. Ooh! Empoleon. This is a fantastic page of Pokemon. Empoleon to round out the Sinnoh starters. Mischievous, like I literally was just talking about. There's two... There's Mega Pinsir. That's crazy. Magnezone. Corviknight. Glaceon. Which is my third favorite evolution, I guess? I normally say they're all tied. Espeon, Umbreon, Glaceon. Those are my three. What am I fighting? Oh, an Escavalier. Okay, perfect. And then Palkia. Is this regular Arceus finally? Well, whatever. I have the Dark type one. Creation Trio plus Arceus. Best 4 legendaries of all time. You can quote me on that, because that's never going to change. I know Lunala is my favorite, but that's never going to change still. Pansear. You know how I said I love Simisage and Simipour? Well, I don't like Simisear, but I love Pansear. He's just a little guy. I have a plush of him somewhere. He's just a little guy. And his shiny's orange, as you can see the recurring theme. Mawile's cool, but I don't know if it's cool enough for me. Morpeko I like. Tapu Fini I like. Yveltal? I picked Y as a kid, but... Thanks, All Creamy. But there's something, I just like Xerneas more even, or more unironic, whatever, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna go with that. We still haven't seen regular Deoxys. I'm getting kind of sad, but we do have Hitmontop. I love the whole Hitmon family, except for kind of Tyrogue, sorry. Archaladon, like I was talking about with if they evolved Druddigon, when they evolved Duraludon, like, I don't know what's crazier, Duraludon evolving or them giving another Applin evolution that somehow evolved a second time when there's Appleton and Flapple. Like, what are they doing? But I love it. And that's it for this page. I almost want to pick Lapras. Not enough not enough, like, personal, like, team play, whatever. Minior? I guess I'll just pick core Minior. I love Minior, one of my favorite Pokemon. Top 3 shiny of all time. Maybe even 1. Maybe? Just amazing little floating thing. That's actually... Oh, Walking Wake. The only... Well, actually, no, there's Gouging Fire. Walking Wake and Gouging Fire are all the way up here. The rest are down here. And I mean the future ones, too. Sorry, random legendary paradoxes. Dang it, I just saw Roserade. I need to pick Roserade. You can undo also. And sorry, I'm also picking Heatran. Don't judge me. Even though I don't know why you would for that. I don't like Gigantamax Melmetal. Has nothing to do with what I'm saying, but still. I see Cursula. I need to have Cursula. Oh, Pumpkaboo. This is large Pumpkaboo. You can't see it, but this is large Pumpkaboo. I'm just gonna pick him anyway. And then Greavard. Greavard is so cool. Like, sorry Houndstone, but Houndstone's flipping ugly. And Caesar. Alright. I was so excited for Cloth. And it's not like Cloth disappointed me. It's just, it fell so far compared to, like, Garganical and stuff in Paldea. It's just cool. Anyway. Darkrai. One of my favorite mythicals. One of the best mythicals, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Gligar. The pre-evolution of my favorite Pokemon has to be picked because I like Gliscor because it evolved Gligar. You know what I mean? This is ugly. Sorry, Watch Roll. I wish I liked Trevenant more. For some reason, I just think the, like, shape of it's awkward. I love Gigantamax Gengar, and I like Togekiss. I love the Lake Trio, but I'm waiting for Mesprit, because Mesprit has, like, the other two don't have anything on Mesprit. Sorry. Wait, did you see Weasel and Floatzel were right on top of each other? Charizard. It's Charizard. Slowking. Is this the first Slowpoke family member I've seen? Slowpoke? Okay. This was something I was thinking of doing, like a random, like, Pokemon and Nintendo, like, opinions I have, but I'll say it now first. Electivire, like I said. Magmar, like I said. So Electabuzz, Magmar. Slowpoke and Rhyhorn are 4 of my favorite entire families of Pokemon. I love all of them. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I love all of them and their entire families, respectively, so much. And I'm also not picking anything else here. Okay, Squidward. I kind of do want... Ooh, Galarian. What is... Okay, I'm going to end this video soon because now it's getting kind of long. I'll end it after this Dynamax adventure, but we're at 7:59. Okay, first of all, Zamazenta. Actually, you know what? Not even first of all. I'm going to say what I was going to say. Galarian Slowking has become my favorite member of the entire Slowpoke family. It's so weird, because I was so excited for Galarian Slowbro, and I still love it, but Galarian Slowking just grew so much more. I don't know. Did we lose again? Okay, we're probably going to. Swampert, favorite Hoenn starter now. I picked Blaziken as a kid, but whatever. Dusknoir is just absolutely bonkers. Like, look at that thing. Look at this thing that devours souls. And then Zamazenta, like I said, one of my favorite box art legendaries. Okay, I'm gonna do one more batch, and then this is sick. What is this, Steel Arceus? I almost want to pick Crocolore. Where's Crocolore? Crocolore's somewhere. We lost again. Whatever. This is a 40-minute video. Whatever. I can do this all day, but I won't. It's also 1 a.m. now. Let's just check Slowbro, Beware, Escavalier. I'm kind of glad Escavalier isn't shiny. I've got like 2 from Dynamax Adventures only. As in, I've got, whatever, you know what I mean. Get me out of here. Alright, let's finish out this page. Porygon? Like Porygon. Always like Porygon. Ironically, that might be it on this page, though. Oh, and Mew. Duh. Can't forget Mew. Absol? I don't know. I can't see myself picking Absol. Like, even if I, even if I give it a chance, it's still gonna be a lot lower than everything else, so there. Okay. Hey, look, Slowbro. Alright, I'm leaving it there. You know what? What am I even doing? I have a credit screen as part of my meme review, and now I'm smaller. But thanks to all my Twitch artists, mods, VIP. Well, technically, the artists are not just Twitch. Twitch mods, Twitch VIPs for my Twitch streams, if you want to check those out. Also, all my Twitch viewers. But also, I don't know how I didn't add you guys before. But if you're watching this video, and if you're subscribed also, but anyone that watches this video, and you're hearing me now even, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and all this stuff, because I just like chilling now. I'm getting in a really good groove. This is the best like groove I've been in for YouTube in years. Like, I know it's just because I'm not editing, but like they're still editing in terms of like my OBS scenes, but I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you're excited to see more. We didn't even get to a favorite yet, but it's been 40 minutes and we have 725 Pokemon to go first. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.